Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're gonna talk about XRP. And I gotta start with this from Panos. Did you know with the send to another wallet feature, you can swap and send to another XRP ledger account with one click? No need for multiple transactions anymore. Let's say you want to pay someone who wants to receive RLUSD, but you have XRP. Instead of first swapping XRP to RLUSD, then sending them the RLUSD, all you have to do is type the amount you want to send, swap in XRP. Enable the feature and input the receiver's address. The receiver will automatically receive the RLUSD while you are paying or sending XRP. I think that's a great feature, and it comes from Anados. The best way to trade on the XRP ledger is here. Anadex version 2 is now publicly available for swaps and on-off ramps. You know, every time there's a new feature on the XRP ledger, it seems like it's simplifying things. Everything's getting easier as time goes on. And that's a good thing, because when something's complicated, nobody wants to use it. Ripple and Chipper Cash join forces to unlock faster and more cost-effective crypto-enabled payments across Africa. Our partnership with Chipper Cash marks a key milestone in the expansion of Ripple's business in Africa. Consumers and businesses across the continent are increasingly recognizing the potential of blockchain technology, and we are excited to bring our crypto-enabled payment solution to our partners in the region, said Reese Merrick, Managing Director, Middle East and Africa at Ripple. By integrating our technology into Chipper Cash's platform, we're enabling faster, more affordable cross-border payments while driving economic growth and innovation across the markets they serve. With over a decade of experience in tokenizing real-world assets, Ripple's journey began by bridging fiat currencies on-chain to simplify international money transfers. As the global cross-border payment market grows, more institutions like Chipper Cash are tapping into the transformative power of blockchain technology to drive efficiency and innovation. Always more and more rails building out all around the world. This is also part of banking the unbanked as well. You know, whenever somebody wants to send money home, say they work in a different country, and they want to send money home to their family or friends, it's so costly today, and it's so time consuming. Whenever you could make something happen in a matter of seconds for pennies on the dollar, that's life-changing to a lot of people. But it shows more and more expansion all the time. Breaking. This comes from Smoke. XRP spot ETFs could get the green light by May 22nd. And I said, if we are following the 2021 cycle, which I still don't think we are, this time frame would extend the XRP run easily through summer. I am still thinking we are following the 2017-2018 run, and this still means we go higher. Think about it like this. If we're following the 2021 cycle, we would start to break out at any moment, and this whole run would be over by next month. That's what happened back in 2021. But if we're following the 2017-2018 run, we'll start to break out gradually in April, and we will continue upward to the end of this year, topping out at the beginning of 2026. No matter how you look at this right now, these ETFs are either going to extend the XRP's run or they're going to amplify XRP's run. What I mean by that is the ETFs go live, say in May. That's going to absolutely push up the price of XRP. Now, alt season, if we're following 2018, wouldn't top out until the beginning of 2026. By then, XRP would easily be able to achieve a 3-digit price point. And that's what I see coming, depending on where we are with alt season. A lot of people would argue we're following 2021. I still think it looks more like 2018. Don't forget, Ripple is all over Singapore and help them with their country build it. Singapore business embraced digital wallets, consumers still catching up. So we know Ripple has a strong foothold in Singapore. And now they're pushing digital wallet adoption. But look at what the driver is for the rise in digital wallets. It's all about speed and making cross-border payments very fast. You know, we are going to see a rise in digital wallets all around the world. This is going to be a global event. It's already starting to happen in the United States with the banks. Other countries are also pushing heavy in this direction because once everybody has a digital wallet, then they connect to the financial system. This way, when the new financial system rolls out, everybody's already prepared for it. Everybody's already connected to it. And that's why digital wallets are very important in a lot of these countries. This comes from Blue Hawk Legend. Ripple already did, but okay, keep hating. Pundits explains why Ripple is not going to integrate with Swift, even after the Hidden Road acquisition. But what he's talking about is that Ripple is not going to work with Swift. He's saying that Ripple is just going to overtake Swift or replace Swift. But Ripple is already integrating with Swift. They're already working with Swift. Now, I do believe that Ripple is going to capture a lot of business outside of Swift as well. But right now, it's going to take, from this time period, most likely at least 2 years if Ripple was to replace Swift. This comes from Ripple Pundit. Will RippleNet ever replace Swift? 1. RippleNet's potential replacement for Swift is uncertain to various factors. Swift is a major messaging network for international payments created in 1973, connecting over 11,000 banks in 200 countries and processing about 44.8 million messages daily. With $5 trillion in transactions, it faces criticism for slow transactions, 1 to 5 days, high cost, up to 7.1%, and dependence on correspondent banks. In contrast, RippleNet, launched in 2017 by Ripple Labs, is a blockchain-based payment network that facilitates faster, cheaper, and clearer cross-border transactions using XRP. It has over 300 partners and completes transactions in seconds at a much lower cost than Swift. RippleNet has the potential to challenge Swift by offering improved services, particularly in markets where Swift is less efficient. However, Swift's strong presence and trust in regulations means it is unlikely to be fully replaced soon. Instead of competition, there may be a coexistence of systems, with RippleNet gaining market share in specific areas. There might also be hybrid models where banks utilize both systems, or new players like central bank digital currencies entering the market. Claims of RippleNet's superiority should be viewed cautiously. But I said the part that you missed is Ripple is messaging and settlement in one. And the fact XRP provides ODL is a game changer. This will happen, but not in the short term. I think we will see a coexistence of both for the next few years. But Ripple offers a modern day solution that Swift just can't compete with. And it's true. When you have messaging and settlement, how the hell does something like Swift compete with that? First of all, it's outdated technology already. And this is what Swift is working on right now. Swift rolls out investigation tool to track late payments. Some of those payments also fail, and it's very costly as well. The member-owned cooperative says financial institutions spend more than $1.6 billion each year on labor-intensive processes to investigate payments that get held up, which can occur regardless of technology or network used, with some of the largest global banks incurring more than $20 million annually in fees and penalties only. So Swift now, just now, is getting an investigation tool to track late payments. That brings me to this right here. There's more volatility risk using Swift over 180,000 seconds than there is using XRP over 3 seconds. Brad Garlinghouse said that. You will not see the failure rate with XRP and RippleNet. On top of that, think about how much money this will save a lot of people. Not only with remittances, I'm talking about businesses that send money overseas. Banks that are sending money back and forth overseas and even domestically. This is an absolute game changer is what I'm telling you. So even early on, if a lot of banks are reluctant to utilize RippleNet, I think they will come around the RippleNet when the competition starts using it and they start getting the upper hand. It's going to cause a network effect, and that's how Ripple will replace Swift. Because all it takes is just a few banks to start moving away from Swift, and everyone else will follow. But the reason I wanted to point this out is because there's a lot of people that say Ripple is absolutely going to replace Swift over the course of the next year. It's going to take longer than that. First, Ripple will integrate with Swift. They'll fix a lot of the problems at Swift. But then over time, you're going to see a transition happen. I think there's going to be a coexistence for about 2 years. And during that 2 years, Ripple's just going to gather more and more business away from Swift over time. But at some point, I do believe Ripple will be what we're left with, and Swift will be gone. But, you know, we are XRP investors. It's going to happen when we all least expect it. You know, whenever the new financial system goes live, it's going to happen when nobody thinks it's going to happen. I even think that right now, we don't even need a new financial system because Ripple already works with fiat. And what's going on? We're in a currency war right now. Ripple and XRP can fix the US dollar. It can strengthen the US dollar. So do we absolutely need a massive crash to happen for the rise of a new financial system? Or can we just transition from what we have now into the digital system? It seems like all the elites and all these politicians, they want a crash to happen. I think it's because that's how they get everybody to jump over to something new. If you were to just transition over, you would have so many people holding out on the sidelines. I'm going to continue using cash. I'm going to continue doing what I've been doing for years. But if a crash happens and you have no other choice, then you're going to use the new system, whether you like it or not. But until it all happens, stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.